Okay, today is November 29th, and we're taking a quiz on multiply and divide fractions with mixed numbers. Read each question carefully and mark correct answer on the Scantron card. Do not write on the hard copy test sheet that was given to you. Okay. Number one, we want to answer the lowest terms. We got 14/30ths divided by 16/8. Remember, we don't divide fractions, we multiply. Keep, change, flip. We don't divide fractions, we multiply. Keep, change, flip. Okay? When you do this math, make sure you reduce your answer to lowest terms. Be sure to ask yourself that when you keep, change, flip, can I reduce diagonally? All right? That's something that you may want to ask yourself is, can you reduce diagonally? Okay? That's important. So, can I reduce diagonally? Ask yourself that when you do that. Okay? Number two, reduce answer to lowest terms. The same thing. We don't divide fractions. It says 13/25ths divided by 12/10ths. We don't divide fractions, do we? We multiply. Keep, change, flip. Once you do that, ask yourself, can I reduce diagonally? Okay? And then make sure your answer is in lowest terms. Reduce your answer to lowest terms. That's number two. Okay? Number three. There are 5 and 5/7 cookies. This is a mixed number. 10 students want to share the cookies. How many cookies will each student get? Loopy trick, multiply and add. When you have to do this math, this is a mixed number. We want to change to a proper fraction. Do the loopy trick, multiply and add. What operation does this question suggest we do? Okay, you have this total amount of cookies, and there's 10 students that want to share them. So how many cookies will each student get? What operation must we do here? Are we going to divide or are we going to multiply? Think about that. And then make sure your answer is in lowest terms, okay? Don't forget the loopy trick. Number 4. In the refrigerator, there is 2/5 of a turkey. Amal and Tony want to share the turkey. How much turkey will each boy get? What operation does this suggest? Are we going to multiply or are we going to divide? How many boys are there? Okay, how many boys are there? Okay, that's going to help you out as well. Make sure it's in lowest terms that when you do this math, okay? Number 5, the bakery made 4 and 3/8 pies for the party. This is a mixed number. 4 wholes and 3/8 of pies for the party, okay? There are 12 people attending the party. How much pie can each person eat? Again, what operation does this suggest? What type of math are we doing? Are we going to divide or are we going to multiply? What do you got to do here first? Loopy trick, right? Okay? Got to do the loopy trick. Make this or we'll. Emphasis on that, okay? There's 12 people attending. Make sure your answer's in lowest terms, okay? Number 6, reduce your answer to lowest terms. We have 7/8 times 4/8. Ask yourself, can I cross simplify, reduce before I multiply? Remember when I talk about reducing diagonally? We've put a lot of time in doing that. Ask yourself, can I do that? This was just straight multiplication here. 7/8 times 4/8. Straight multiplication. All right? See if you can reduce first. If you can't, then you just multiply across. But make sure your answer's in lowest terms. Can we have improper fractions as a final answer? No, we cannot. Okay? Number 7, reduce to lowest terms. Again, ask yourself, does anything reduce diagonally? Look and see. Do we see common factors here? All right? And then we're going to multiply that out in lowest terms. Okay? in lowest terms. Okay. Number 8, reduce your answers to lowest terms. Again, we're multiplying. We have 2 3/5 times 1 2/3. What do we got to do here? Here's some common tips for it. Do we need to use the loopy trick? Okay, if you do, use the loopy trick. After that, can you reduce before you multiply? So look diagonally. Okay, after you do that, is it in lowest terms? Is it a proper fraction? Answer those questions as you work through these. Okay. Number 9, reduce answers to lowest terms. Same thing. You got 2 1/3 times 2/5. Do you need to do the loopy trick? Okay. If so, do that. Can you reduce before you multiply? If so, I suggested you do that. Look diagonally. Is it in lowest terms when you multiply it out? Is it a proper fraction? Because if it's improper, we got to change it back to a mixed number. If it's not in lowest terms, we got to reduce it in the lowest terms, okay? Here's some tips for you once again. Then number 10. Reduce answers to lowest terms. 1 times 4/5. 1 times 4/5. What do we do here? How do we make a whole number fraction? What do? Slap a 1 under it, okay? So think about that. Do you need to use the loopy trick? Can you reduce before you multiply? Is it in lowest terms? Is it a proper fraction? Think about that as you answer those, okay? So these are your 10 questions for this quiz, okay? If you got any questions, raise your hand. If you need to rewind and pause, please do so, okay? Good luck. Thank you.